Hey, my hustling friends. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how I started a successful side hustle that grew strictly from word of mouth using nothing but my household iron and a $25 gift card. Stick around.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
So 2019, right before the pandemic began, my hubby and I, we bought this house, which is a fixer-upper, and we can't wait to share, different projects as far as fixing up the house. So Christmas 2019, I wanted to do the whole matching Christmas pajama things with the family. And there's about 9 of us that I needed to shop for. So I jumped on Amazon, I looked up Christmas pajamas, and whoa, those prices were just way too high for my budget. We had just bought a house, we just moved in, the end of November of 2019, so budget was kind of strict. But anyway, I shopped around. I checked Walmart, Target, a whole bunch of different other stores looking for pajamas that would suit our price range. But for 9 people, the total amount just kept adding up to something that I just did not want to spend. So I was thinking, oh well, maybe next year, once we're more stable, we've been in the house for a while, we'll do the matching Christmas pajamas then. So then I went into Dollar Tree for something totally unrelated. I got a $25 gift card from a Christmas grab bag we did at work, and I just wanted to use it up. And one of my favorite stores is Dollar Tree, and you'll find out more about that as you watch this channel. Anyway, I went into Dollar Tree, and when I walked in, I was surprised to see they had a bin full of t-shirts, and everything was still $1 then. It hadn't went up to $1.25. I instantly got an idea. There were only 6 adults that I needed matching pajamas for, so I found 6 white t-shirts in the right sizes for the family, and I hurry up and scoop those up. I remembered that for the toddlers that I needed matching pajamas for, I could just find them something that matched elsewhere. Their pajamas were the ones that were cheap. So I used the gift cards, I bought the shirts, and I didn't have a cutting machine of my own at the time, but my boyfriend had one. So what I did was, when I got home, I got back on Amazon, and this time I was able to find some red and green heat transfer vinyl sheets that could arrive the next day. And so I used what was left on the gift card to purchase it. When it arrived, I had my boyfriend cut out the words Team Naughty and Team Nice in the red and green HTV vinyl, and then it was time to place them on the shirts. I grabbed my household iron, I poured out any water to eliminate steam, and then I turned it on to its highest setting. And I waited for it to heat up. Then I grabbed one of the white t-shirts that I had purchased from Dollar Tree, and I just began to iron it out the regular way, as if I was going to put the t-shirt on. I wanted to warm up the shirt before placing the vinyl on it. So I'm just going to get that all ironed up. So once I got the shirt ironed and heated up on both sides, I ironed the front and the back side of the shirt. I remember from a YouTube video that I had watched, I can't remember which one, that to get the center of the shirt, you want to fold the shirt in half. Line up the seams of your sleeve and your collar. I like to shimmy it out. Smooth it down to the bottom edges. I take my finger and I make sure that the bottom of the shirt is aligned correctly as well. Shimmy it out, shake it. Bring it back down right there. We're at the center of the shirt. You place it down, smooth it out, and then you just use your iron to iron a crease up the front of the shirt. there. And see, you have the center of your shirt with the crease. Then I lay that flat. Take 3 fingers, place them at the collar of the shirt, and you want to count 3 fingers down the center to where you want to place your vinyl. So the first thing I put down was my word team that was cut out in the green writing. And I centered the word team to where I thought I was centered. What's easier is also to fold the word in half, even it out to make sure that the word is evenly folded, because the crease that you get from folding it is your center of your word. Place it down, check your 3 finger count. It's on the crease on the shirt. And then I just eyeballed it to make sure that my word looked straight. Because remember, I have all the handy dandy gadgets to use now, but when I first started doing this in 2019, I did not have any of the gadgets and gizmos. All of that stuff came later, so I was just feeling my way through this. And it's okay, you can feel your way through it. If you follow the tips, iron the crease down the center, 3 fingers down, fold your word or image in half to get your center, and place it on the crease that's the center of your shirt. It's hard to fail, guys. You can do this. I promise you can do this. So the HTV that I purchased came with a sheet of butcher's paper and a Teflon sheet. And when I first started doing this, I have to be honest, I did not use the Teflon sheet. I did not. I only used the butcher's paper. So again, we only have our word team for now. We're going to take the butcher's paper and we're going to place it over your image. And per the instruction sheet, I'm going to take my iron, and it says to heat for 10 to 15 seconds. So all I did is I took my iron and I rocked it back and forth over the image. And I counted to 15 in my head. Honestly, I counted to 20. I just wanted to be extra sure, but I didn't want to go longer than that because I don't want to accidentally burn the HTV. All right. So the next step in the instruction says to cool peel. So you have to let the vinyl cool down before you peel up the little plastic film that's covering your words. I'm going to wait a few minutes. I'm going to allow this to cool down. I'll even use the Teflon sheet for that part to help cool it down faster. And I apologize if you hear the noise in the background. I'm in our basement and we have an unfinished basement right now. My husband and I, we bought a fixer-upper and we haven't gotten to the basement yet. He's right above my head watching TV, and the washer is going as well. So I apologize for the background noise, guys. But hopefully you can hear me and hear this video clear enough that it does not bother you. Okay. So now this is cool enough. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to peel the film off of the word team. Voila, that went on beautifully. Look at there. See that? All right. So the next thing we want to do is we want to take our second word and we're doing Team Nice. And as you can see, I wanted to have a contrast with the image. I had the teams printed out in regular bold, and then the nicest printed in a more fancy of cursive. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold my nice image so I feel like I'm halfway through that word or image. Get my crease. line it up with the center of the top image, and I want the word nice to touch the team a little. I want it kind of overlapping some. That's how I'm going to line mine up. And once I have it lined, and again, I'm eyeballing it for straightness. I'll take a step back, make sure my shirt looks nice and straight. That's touched like that. That looks pretty good to me for how I want my image to look. Actually, I might fill that up just a little bit more. I want that end kind of swiping over the word team. That's my preference for how I want my image. You guys can do as you see fit. I'm gonna take that the butcher paper again, place it over the image. Take my household iron, and I'm gonna iron over that good for about 20 seconds. Again, the instructions say 10 to 15, so you can follow the instruction sheet because we may not have the same vinyl, so follow the instructions that came with your HTV. And voila. Allow that to cool a little. That's really good. That looks really good, guys. Nice. And then what I did again when I originally made these shirts for my family is I flipped them over backwards because I wanted to be sure. A lot of videos will tell you that to remove the vinyl you want to iron the back side of the image, but in my case, when I did this, I found that once I ironed the back side of the shirt where the image was, it actually sealed my vinyl onto the shirt even better. It did not peel my vinyl up. And the shirts, there you go, as you can see. And the shirts lasted a long time. And I'm going to give you an example of the shirts I originally made that year. This is one of the ones that I made for my family. Now this is my daughter's grungy t-shirt. She's been using it as a pajama shirt since we wore them for Christmas in 2019. The shirt has been washed over 100 times, but the purpose of me showing you her grungy pajama shirt that she likes to sleep in very often is to show you that that image is still in place. It hasn't peeled. It hasn't went anywhere. This is the original shirt. The wording is smaller because again, I had my husband just cut out the image and I ironed it to the shirt myself, you know. Since 2019, guys, with my household iron, and it's still in place. See that? And there you have it. So now the good part. Let me tell you how I turned these DIY Christmas shirts into a successful side hustle. So you know the first thing I did is I wanted to show off these shirts that I made. So I ran in Walmart. I found these cheap leggings and some flannel pajama bottoms for the men, and they were on clearance at the time I found them. It was only a week to Christmas. So I paired them up, I took pictures, and I showed them off to family or friends. And of course, they loved them. It turns out a lot of them were looking for cheap pajama options as well. So they asked me how much I would charge to make them matching shirts for their families. And it was only 4 days left of Christmas, and everybody wanted to wear these for Christmas Eve. And of course, I never had the thoughts to sell these shirts at first, so I'm like, okay, $10? And they were like, yes, please. And it turns out I made enough shirts for I think maybe about four families, but I wound up making $200 in 3 days because we were only 4 days away for Christmas, and everybody wanted to wear these shirts for Christmas Eve. I made the shirts. Everybody was so ecstatic and they loved them that when Christmas was over, they wanted to know what else I could do. And it just took off from there. I started making face masks and matching shirts, any and everything that I can think of to earn and put our vinyl on. And with the money I was making for a profit, I started putting it to the side to buy my own cutting machine as well as a heat press machine. And guys, I'm telling you, word of mouth alone built my little side hustle tremendously. And it's built to the point now where I have a really good customer base, and I am now thinking about starting a legit business, building an Etsy shop, starting a brand, and taking this side hustle even further. And a lot of my clientele cannot wait, and I cannot wait either. So go ahead, guys. I started with $1 t-shirt, and I think some $15 vinyl for both colors. All together was $15. All together, that's $17. That started me a side hustle that went beyond my imagination. You can do it too. There's still shirts at Dollar Tree. They're $1.25 now, but so what? Vinyl is getting even cheaper on Amazon because of competition. Now you can get some overnight for only like $8.95. And a good brand that I like is HTV Run, just so you know. Bust out that iron until you can save up enough money for the rest. Other options that you can find on Amazon, if you do not already have a cutting machine or know someone with a cutting machine that can cut the letters out for you, is they do sell iron-on letters on Amazon. I will post pictures to show you the red and green letters that I stumbled across, or you can just purchase the letter and iron on the words you want directly onto the shirt. If Christmas is coming up, just get some red and green vinyl. Use this. Team Naughty, Team Nice. Families can use that for family game night on Christmas Eve. You got Team Naughty and Team Nice competing each other for Christmas Eve game night. All of those are fun ideas. You sell it the right way to people, promote it the right way to people, and guess what? You're going to start getting sales. Make sure that you're putting great care and quality into the work that you're doing. Make sure that you are making sure that your image is adhered to the shirt grade. Don't just use any flimsy HTV. I do prefer HTV Run. It has proven to me to be a good vinyl. I haven't had any problems with it yet as far as doing my iron-ons for my t-shirts or masks or anything else that I make using it. And they are pretty reasonable. Their prices are phenomenal to me. And you know I'm brand new, so I definitely am not sponsored. They don't even know who I am right now. This is just an honest opinion of what I use and the product that I use. Also, the Christmas leggings are still only $4.98 at Walmart. You can even offer to pair the leggings with the shirts that you make for people. Personalize them even more. Put each family member's name on the pants and on the back of the shirt. So many things that you can do and sell with this Christmas season. And this is the season where everybody wants to be matched as a family. Go for it. Trust me. It's the time of year that I got started and it hasn't stopped yet. Okay? Get out there and make some money, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up.